Welcome friends to another 40k video. Today we look at the source of the feud between the Dark Angels and Space Wolves, how it began with a duel between Leman Russ and the Lion L. Johnson. Spoilers for Leman Russ, the Great Wolf by Chris Wraight. Throughout, let's get straight into it. The two chapters fight alongside each other on the world of Duken. Russ, with honour insulted, wants to remove that world's leader personally, and when Russ reaches this rebel's throne room, the Lion has finished the man off first. So they exchange words. The Lion says they could not wait forever. Russ retorts that he swore to leave the man for him. The Lion then says he should stand down. Russ comes back with, "We are the beasts of your old fears, my noble lord. We are the frenzy that haunts your dreams. We are the destroyers and the creators, the purest, the wildest, and you envy it, for you can never match it." The Lion listens to this and then says, there is no envy. He sees the company Russ keeps. Russ punches the Lion's breastplate, and the Lion reels back to hit the throne of the slain tyrant, and then he speaks. "So this is what you came for," sighed the Lion of Caliban. "How disappointing, yet how predictable." Russ states the Lion will find out what savage truly means. They face each other, Russ angry, the Lion cold on the surface but still angry inside. Russ and the Lion, chainsword and longsword met. They pressed into each other. The Krakenmaw tries to chew into the Lion's sword. The warriors from each chapter shouted on their support. Russ baits the Lion, asking why he holds himself back from his brothers. The Lion says he never saw the point of Russ. The blades broke connection, and they exchanged titanic blows with their swords. The blows were fast and accurate. Russ says the purpose of his wolves is evident. The Lion can see it and longs to be its equal. The Lion then says he only sees poorly used energy and self-delusion. As they fought on, blows got through defences to strike cloak and pelt and remove trophies from their armour. The attacks came harder and faster, increasing their commitment. To those around, the fight was godlike, as the book tells it, blurred by speed, locked into perfect precision, weighted to cause apocalyptic levels of damage. Russ then laughs and says the Lion has never fought like this. The Lion says things are not a game to him. Russ tells the Lion that he takes every campaign Malcador finds, so the master of mankind, the Emperor, their father, will choose him as favourite. But Russ says the Emperor will not. The Lion states that he thinks that is not something Russ will ever know. They insult each other's weapons, and then the fight is on again. Russ aimed for the Lion's legs. The Lion's sword blocked, but Russ pushed it upward to overbalance the Dark Angel's Primarch, and they both staggered. The Lion brought his blade crossways across his body, and then suddenly up. Russ's counter was too high, and so the Lion was able to disarm Russ. Leman tries to reach his chainsword afterwards, but the Lion puts it beyond his grasp. The Dark Angel's Primarch then, perhaps feeling this battle has ended, did not follow up, though he could strike out at Russ and his exposed chest. Russ himself was not so shy and used his body to smash the Lion back, and they both went through the nearest metre-thick pillar, and Russ punched his brother Primarch over and over, denting the helm. The Lion countered with his sword, but a weak swing meant it did not bite into Russ, who grabbed the Lion and threw him down the hall they fought in. As Russ goes to pick up his sword, one of the Dark Angels blocks his path. He takes the axe from the angel and throws him to the ground. And they fought again. This time their weapons were sword and axe, and those weapons tasted armour and flesh. Blood marked the path of their fight. They fought, as the book paints it, like demigods. Roused to anger, the Lion says Russ will only ever have his homeworld and will always be shunned. Russ counters, saying he asks for nothing but what he is, and that at least he knows his reason. The Lion tells Russ that some purposes are flawed, and says he will not be surprised if Russ is sanctioned. Perhaps the Lion knows about the issues with the Space Wolves gene seed. Russ says the Lion is both arrogant and ignorant. they fought into the open air, but even the Primarchs had begun to feel the strain. Russ pants and says that his sons carry their curse in the light, the angels in the dark. The lion snarls. They have nothing to hide, he says, and the fight continued. Both bodies now feel the damage, and the attacks became wilder, but less accurate. And in this struggle they fell, 50 metres down. They landed hard, stood up, and both weapons had been thrown clear of the Primarchs. They both rose shakily and exchanged fresh blows. Russ cracked the lion helm, then tried to open it wider, but missed and crashed to the floor. Russ saw here he could press the advantage, bringing the lion to his knees, but seeing the damage they had done to each other, he began to laugh. They had finished this fight as gutter brawlers. The lion confused as if Russ had yielded, and he asks that question. Russ sees that the lion saw this as an honour duel, and Russ, in his mirth, forgot all, and did not see the final blow, and it knocked him out as coldly as the tombs of Caliban. Later the lion and Russ speak, and L. Johnson says they were never finished, the duel. Russ says that's because when he woke, the lion had gone. L. Johnson counters, "If I had stayed," his voice shaking with fervour, "truly, I would have killed you. But now I feel no such restraint, for all is ended, and all is madness, and nothing remains but vengeance for old scores." Russ and the lion agree they are both guilty in the conflict, and the lion presses again that they should fight, ending with "I will not ask again," and Russ sees the Dark Angel's Primarch will not stop, and so when the lion attacked Russ, Russ did not defend himself, and the blade, the lion's sword, went deep into the Space Wolves Primarch, who collapsed. Russ saw the Lord of Angels filled with regret before he thought no more. But then he wakes, and later Russ recounts that the lion knew he would not kill Russ, that the Lord of Angels had turned the sword aside from a killing blow. It took Russ a week to heal from the wound, but the bad blood was now drained away. And so from this, it became customary to select champions from both chapters for a non-lethal duel in memory of the combat between their fallen Primarchs. So now, friends, I turn things over to you. Who do you think should have won this conflict? They both seem to have moments. Either combatant could have taken the other, but there are openings, moments that suited the fighter, Russ, the brawler, and moments that suited the lion with his blade. I'm not sure which one I would choose personally. Let me know what you think down in the comments.